This is cool, man. This is sick. The sound is just intoxicating. Oh my God. Welcome to Downshift. My name is Matt, and this is something completely different. You're used to seeing new cars on the channel, but I wanted to try something a little bit different today. This is my friend's Foxbody Mustang, and I'm gonna show you everything that you need to know about it today. And if you like this, leave it down in the comments so that I know to bring more vintage and kind of older, more interesting cars to the channel. Let's get into it. Now, we don't do a lot of this on this channel, so let's cover what this thing is. What we have here is a 1992 Ford Mustang GT. This is the Foxbody generation, so let's talk a little bit about that. This Foxbody is the third generation of Mustang. It ran to about 1993, so we're almost at the end of the generational run, you could say. Now, the Fox platform was originally designed for the Ford Fairmont and the Mercury Zephyr. The Fairmont was on the long wheelbase, and the Mustang and the Pinto were on the short wheelbase here. So we've got the short wheelbase Fox platform. It's smaller, it weighs less, it's wide enough for the engine bay to fit a lot of stuff in it, as we'll talk about in a minute. And this feels like a good time to talk about what is actually under the hood. Well, there have been extensive modifications made here, including a Boss 302 block with a 4-bolt main that's been added about 8,000 miles ago. It's also got a Vortex supercharger, and you can see the Edelbrock intake up top. Dan tells me it's running 8 pounds of boost currently and making about 450 horsepower at the wheels. And his plan is to take the boost up to 12 pounds, and there it should make about 525 horsepower at the wheels. So we'll see how it performs in a little bit. But then in terms of transmission, we've got a little modification here as well. We've got a Tremec 6-speed here, and of course it's still sending power to just the rear wheels, but it's not a problem when the rear wheels are wrapped in Mickey Thompson rubber. Still factory wheels, beautiful, but yeah, that's where it's gonna go. One of the comments on the Foxbody and some of the older generation Mustangs is, yeah, they're riding on solid rear axles, so it's not gonna handle like a modern car, but again, we'll talk a little bit more about that as we get behind the wheel later in the video. We've also got Willwood brakes under here. Definitely worth noting. But let's talk about styling now. These Foxbody platform Mustangs have been getting a lot more love in recent years, and I can totally see why. The shape is pretty iconic. But let's take a look at this paint. This is a spectacular shade of green. It looks almost like dark emerald or black in some lights, but you get the sun to hit it just right, and it looks fantastic. Of course, super clean and iconic front end, collector plate, of course, and almost a two-tone effect with the emerald green up top and then some of the darker, or the lighter tan, I should say, on the lower portion of the body. Factory 5-spoke wheels with Nittos up front and Mickey Thompson radials in the back. Mustang GT embossed on your skirt, 5.0 on the side in classic Mustang fashion. Rear 3/4, very geometric, very period specific. We've got a molded in spoiler here, kind of molded in. Very, very cool, iconic taillights. And Mustang GT embossed, again, into your lower bumper. And of course, you got dual exhaust peeking out. Not to be too showy about it, but just peeking out. And the trunk, as you can see, is actually a liftback. So it's basically got hatchback practicality, and that in tandem with the rear seats. Sure, they're not huge. You're not gonna fit like 6-footers back here, but you could probably fit kids back here. And more importantly, you can fit stuff back here. Take a look at these seat belts, by the way. These look like the seat belts that were on the first airplane that I ever went on as a kid. I love that little detail. We're gonna pop in the cabin to talk about the overall experience in here. It is very 90s feeling. There's a lot of like textured or heathered cloth material, but these seats are really kind of padded and comfortable. I don't know why. These remind me of the seats that were in my E30 BMW, probably because these were about the same year when they came off the assembly line, but this is just kind of cool. Really, really comfy. Again, I love these seat belts and the little notches there. Practicality. We got some storage up here, a little shelf here. We got a glove box down here. Pretty typical stuff. Pony designation, and of course a little plaque here to designate that this is not your standard Foxbody Mustang GT. We've also got an aftermarket stereo, our Tremec 6-speed, manual handbrake, and a little bit more storage over here. Plus a little bit down here as well. It's also worth mentioning you got the luxury of power lumbar on here as well. Nice touch. But it's worth mentioning you also have luxuries like cruise control and power windows and central locking and the tiniest little door handle I've ever seen. It's like stiffly sprung. There's a strong spring in here. I don't know why, but this has been really satisfying to play with today. Overall, I mean, it's got everything that you could probably want, especially now that you've got an aftermarket stereo unit, so you can play whatever music you want. This has pretty much everything that I would need for something like this. Also, the key's not gonna come out of the ignition. unless you push this and hold it in at the same time. And I'm sure there's more that I could talk about with this thing, but the truth is the community online is going to know more than I do. So leave it down in the comments your favorite story about a Foxbody or any little fun fact that you know. But for now, I'm going to get behind the wheel and really explore this thing. Hey guys, real quick, Matt here. Just wanted to say I hope you've been enjoying the video. If you have, would really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. I know it doesn't seem like a big deal, but it does go a long way in helping us get access to cars sooner and get access to manufacturer engineers so we can get more information on the cars and get you more information so you can make better decisions. So would really appreciate you hitting that subscribe, like, comment, the whole YouTube thing. But with that, let's get back to the video. Getting thumbs up from everybody. All the golfers this morning are digging the Foxbody, man. That's cool. What a machine! Oh my God! The sound is just intoxicating. Oh my God. That is incredible. That right there is worth the money. Right there. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. Okay. So this being the first kind of like vintage review, I'm not exactly sure what I should cover. Personally, with all the modifications that Dan's made, I don't have a 0 to 60, I don't have a horsepower number, and I don't know that it really matters, to be honest, because it's gonna sound like this. It does, I mean, barely in a corner there, and it kind of moves around on its suspension a little bit. Again, solid rear axle, but he's got so much tire on this thing. Oh my God. It sounds so good at 3,000 RPM. This is 2,500 RPM. Unbelievable. Oh my God. What a thing, man, what a thing. Sounds unbelievable. That's basically the whole video. I'm just gonna keep saying how good it sounds. Holy shit. It does bounce around in the suspension a little bit. Steering is a bit of play. But who cares? Oh, when it sounds like that, who cares? Oh my God. Crisp downshift into second. Oh yes. Oh yeah. I'm just cackling behind the wheel because it sounds so good. It's not like outrageously fast. Again, we were a little spoiled because we had the M5 Touring, the new G90 M5 Touring this week. So like, we're spoiled for speed, but this sound is what that M5 was missing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The ride is pretty good. There's a little couple like coins and things kind of rattling around. I don't know if you can hear that. I turned the noise cancellation off on the mic because I wanted you guys to hear this. But the cabin's actually pretty good. I'm gonna go window up for a minute. There's certainly like 90s, 80s car sounds going on here. I can hear the compressor for the AC. When I turn the car on in just accessory mode, you can hear like some of the battery and things kind of whirring and whooshing around. It's such a more raw experience. It reminds me so much of the experience in my old E30. And it makes me miss that. It makes me miss that. We drive so many brand new cars on this channel, and they're all so isolated and so refined, and they're very nice cars. They're like everything is a luxury car now. at least when you compare it to something like this. But this has so much charisma. There's so much personality. Like the gear lever is just kind of like rattling around here. In the shift boot, the steering wheel is big and there's a bunch of deadness on center, and it's got like a tiny little diameter, but it's just so authentic and it's so much fun. I could drive this thing all day and I would certainly get arrested. Would certainly get arrested. And it'd be worth it. I don't really know where I'm going. I'm behind this ridge line. Unbelievable. It redlines under 5,000. Well, the red line is just under 6. It goes yellow just under 5,000. So it's not like you're revving the piss out of it. But you don't need to, because there's so much sound and there's so much drama and there's power, there's torque, kinda everywhere. Ah, that downshift is so good. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good stuff. Brakes. Brakes have a little bit of, there's not a huge amount of bite to the brakes. You gotta put some pedal travel into it to get some stopping power, but it's fine. What a thing. What a thing. This is just cool. You should have something like this. You should have something like this in your garage. It's just fun. Put 3, 5, 6,000 miles on it a year. Totally worth it. Alright. Oh no. Honestly, I can downshift into second better in this car than in basically every modern car that I've driven in the last 3 years. The pedal box is great. I got no problem with it whatsoever. Shift action is fantastic. Shift action is actually great. This Tremec is fantastic. There's no sloppiness. The clutch engagement's got a little bit of a, it's definitely got some spring action to it. It's a nice kind of firm clutch travel. It engages kind of toward the bottom of the pedal where I want it to. And the shift action here, the H pattern is fantastic. Good car, man, good car. All right, let's see. See how it does with this corner. Solid rear axle. I feel nothing through the steering wheel, but it hung on. It's got so much tire, how could it not? It doesn't feel like the most sophisticated sports car, but it's not a sports car. This is back when it was a pony car. This is back when it was a muscle car. And it certainly feels that. It certainly feels that. And I can make this sound and have this much fun without needing to go like totally felony speeds. Unbelievable. Oh, what a sound. I know you guys are gonna get tired of hearing about that, but holy shit. Brakes are fine. This is quite the experience. This is really cool. This is very, very cool. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This is the most fun I've had on a Tuesday morning. It moves around so much. It is kind of a guessing game. There's not a lot of precision in it, But who cares? Who cares? Wow. I really like the shift action here. I really like this car. I really do. This is such a cool car. Just give a little rev for the Hell Kitty. They love it. You know they love it. Just getting into first, you trip the tires. I sound like I'm a huge nuisance, but I'm at like 2,000 RPM at 40 miles an hour in fourth. Oh my God. What a cool thing, man.